When displayed on a table, it looks like pieces of inner parts of a video player. But this is a robot which uses a pen with ink guided by the computer. It has the X, Y, and Z axes, which are made from old computer DVD-ROM components.
For the X-axis, we have a normal motor which is attached to a screw-type gear, and this is to convert rotation into linear movement, and that the same applies for the Y-axis.
The machine also has a microcontroller.
What the microcontroller does is to tell the motors, in other words the linear actuators and the servo, to move to particular corners of a letter. For example, if letter A is to be written, it calculates at a very high speed, it calculates which curve to come up with and the pressure to apply to the paper and how fast to do this writing. For the microcontroller to interact with these three motors, the X, Y, and Z axis motors, it goes through these motor controller ICs. They are known as H-bridge ICs.
The robot part which writes has a servo on which a pen is attached.
It's smarter than ordinary motors in that it can be given a particular angle to which to rotate, and it can be timed to rotate for a given period of time. So it has a couple of gears in order to increase the torque, and for it to move the pen off the paper or back to the paper, a string is attached to the pen which has a spring to return the pen back to the paper.
The microcontroller, which is linked to all the movable parts of the robot, is programmed using a software on the computer.
One is a language that is used to coordinate the microcontroller when controlling all these hardware components, and that was done with C. Then another source code is a program that is used to convert these graphics, the letters and drawings, into machine language. Then the third software is the interface between the whole system and the user.
Mugume says he uses a USB to connect the robot to the computer before taking commands on what is supposed to be written or drawn. But how does this help children or persons who are visually impaired?
Ideally, the learning child who is blind, holds the pen, and when the device is moving to write letters of the alphabet or drawings, the child can memorize these mappings, the movements occurring when writing.
Mugume also shared his plan to improve the device.
Among the future prospects of this device, obviously, is to make it more portable and user-friendly, in that a child can easily pack it in a backpack and walk with it to school. And then I would like to also make it wearable, such that a child holds the pen with ease and does the writing. So the end picture of this project is to have it in form of a normal toy. And among the future prospects is to also make it a standalone device.
The device has a microchip controller, and it's on this very part that the entire component is powered using a USB. And it is even still from the same small component that the computer feeds commands into this.
It took several attempts, try and errors, which amounted to quite a good number of years to come up with that source code.
The innovators have ideas to address many challenges facing mankind in the 21st century, but they say they lack support from government. Sudil Biaruhanga, NTV Innovation Nation.